Alright, just figured I'd do a update video on my tank and plans on what's going to happen soon. Yeah, well, let's get into it. Start off, the suction caps aren't going to stay there. I just had them temporarily there because I need to put a divider in, which isn't at the moment. I'm probably not going to bother with again, but I just haven't bothered taking them out yet. Reason for the divider, these guys, they're breeding. I had a few reach the free swimming stage in the last batch, but they ended up dying, even with the divider there. But we're moving house soon and I'll be able to set up a breeding tank for them then. So I'll have just the discus in there and possibly the bristle nose. Depends if they're a threat to the discus eggs or not. If they aren't, then I'll definitely chuck them in because then their fry will actually have better chances of growing up. If they are, then I won't because the discus fry are the priority. Everything's doing well, except I did find one of my bigger cories dead the other day. It'd been dead for a few days by the looks of it. Luckily it's not the Sturbay, I just saw it for the first time since then. I was worried it might have been it. So it would have been one of either the bronze or the peppered. What else was there? Talked about the breeding tank. Yeah, my third discus, because the other two are breeding, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with it. I'm not sure yet whether I'll rehome it or leave it in the community tank. I'm starting to lean towards rehoming it, because if I have it in the community tank, I have to have the temperature up higher. But if it's not in there, I can drop it a bit. Yes, I've also got in my 20 litre planted tank, which I'll be upgrading to my sister's 32 litre, I think it is, after we move. And I'll get her cories out of it as well. But anyway, out of my 20 litre, I'm going to take the driftwood with the Java moss and fern, because the Java moss and that is growing great. So I'll put that in my community tank, I think. Yeah, probably the community. And then I'll get another bit of driftwood and get some offcuts of the Java moss, put that back in the planter tank and let that grow out. I may even do a little bit in the breeding tank as well, I'm not sure. It'll be good to have some sort of plant in there, but nothing that needs substrate because I will not be putting substrate in it. Oh, speaking of the Sturbay cory, there it is. Everything in my planter tank's doing fine. Anton the betta is fine, and the shrimp are all fine. I'm still breeding like crazy. Yep, a few of the discus fry have actually been starting to reach a sellable size. I've noticed like 2 of them at least. Like that one there. Don't know if there's anything else for this tank. Okay. I'll just give you a look at the 20 litre. Anton, oh there he is, hiding out the back. I forget what it's called, but it was some other type of moss that's actually floats at the top. That is out of control in this tank. Everything in this tank really is out of control except that. I think I worked out what that was, but I've forgotten. Yes. Also, after we move, building an overhead sump for my community tank again. The filter currently running it is what the discus is breeding on, so I'm going to put the shell of it in the breeding tank, but I will be running it on sponge filter, air filters. And so yeah, I'll take the pump from it probably and use it to run this overhead sump. I'll probably make a second, which is why I got the 2 containers, and I'll chuck one on Dad's tank, which I might as well show you while we're here. So for his, I can chuck the overhead sump just up here on top of the brace. Let the water flow directly in, and if it leaks, no big deal. Right, well, that is probably it for this video. See you in my next one, whenever that'll be. Like, comment, subscribe, and chuck the bell on.